gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Las Vegas Raiders. It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Done.
Now a play fake. Wentz.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
And it's hauled in by Nick Vannett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
On play action, Wentz. This one complete to Scott Miller. Touchdown Raiders! Scotty Miller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott. Austin Scott. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
Omaha. Hey, Ace.
On me.
Omaha.
Banjo.
Hey.
Play fake. Murray.
Watch the 4. Here we go, D.
Dancing to his left.
All day.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Get that quarterback. Green. Buzz.
Mike's 50.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Flushed out right. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Here's Murray from midfield. Pass caught. It's Kawan Baker. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Murray now on first down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 40. 20. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And here's Scott to return it. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. And oh, he hurdles him and into space. And all the way to the opposite 45. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now Murray off play action. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Williams. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. After the turnover, here's Murray. Got his man, Baker. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Murray going to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
You got nothing.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 45. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And this one's incomplete. So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely. But that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
On play action, it's Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Mike 7. Go. Mike 7. It's our time.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to be out of bounds a couple of yards short of the marker. And they will fail to convert here on 4th down. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. And he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
2nd and 10. Play action. Now Wentz. He's able to find Miller. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he's got some space here. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Push him back. Right there. 54, right there.
Murray now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play here for Dallas.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Now Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Kawan Baker, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. Escape. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. And the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And there's the rookie from Western Michigan, Dwayne Eskridge. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Mike 42.
On play action, it's Wentz. Flushed out right. Got his man, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Wentz. He's got the tight end, Vanette. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Watch the pass. Mike 17.
Now a play fake. Wentz. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Samson Ebukam able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Mike's 4-2.
To try again after the sack. Wentz. Slant route to Miller. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route. and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So no touchdown that time, but they do get 3 more, and now they have even more of a cushion.
It's been a terrific first half offensively, so it's hard to blame them for not getting into the end zone there. But the way they've been moving the ball in this one, I don't think these will be their final points of the game.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Yeah, that's what I do. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Come back, come back.
Mike's 5-4.
First down, Murray.
Put him on the bus.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Murray. And this one is incomplete. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a 3rd game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the 3rd one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
On 2nd and 10, Murray flush to his right. Open man is Baker. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Murray. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. They'll run here with Akers. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Go on, Eric.
Mike's 54.
Hey, some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Under 10.
To throw is Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Kyler Murray taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Double dog, that's the way.
Wentz.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
To the right side, complete to Miller. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Going up top for Miller. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by the rookie Tyson Campbell. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have... think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Looking downfield for Godwin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl when you have 4 in one game. I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darren Hall. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 41. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Chris Godwin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Throws left side. And he's got it. They convert for 2, and that gets them even closer. Now a 2-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. set to get this drive started. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. Over the middle, complete. That's Miller. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Rabbit, rabbit, rabbit.
A final shot before half for Murray. Flushed out right. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas, as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first two quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Sevens and Mike.
Now Murray off play action. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray.
Defense, keep it up, guys.
Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Watch left. They stop right there. Even. 4 down. Even. Sevens and Mike.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that is incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Now that one came close to hitting the big scoreboard up there as the fair catch is made inside the 20-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Wentz now to throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up second down.
At the 17-yard line.
Here we go. Louie! Check, Mike 42. Here we go. Hey, 57. 42.
Wentz gonna throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Wentz now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, he finds Eskridge. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Here's second and a yard. Play action. Now Wentz. Going deep this time for Miller. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Again, it's Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Throwing now is Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Wentz. Shark's got it, left side. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Shotgun now for Wentz. Throw left side complete. That's Miller. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me.
To throw, it's Wentz. Finding Miller once more, complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Hey, Mike's 42. Let's go, defense.
On the right side, this is Miller. Touchdown.
Here we go.
Scotty Miller with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. Third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 40.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Now Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Baker. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll be out of bounds.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Converge.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
From the gun, Murray toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Kawan Baker with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and a yard. 34 yards.
On play action, it's Wentz. It's Miller, complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Williams. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They run it again with Williams. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. The Raiders on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. On first down, Williams, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Williams. And he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Mike 42.
On the counter, here's Williams. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Maybe an important 4th quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game, they get a drive, put it through the post. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
Flush to his right. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
Right there, 54 Mike.
Here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Open man is Baker. He's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. Kawan Baker, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray buying time to his left. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Mike 40.
Throwing is Wentz. And a little floater there is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. Open man is Eskridge. That's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On first down, Wentz. Now swing pass for Dillon. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Wentz's throw here taken in by Ingram. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
42. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Man, 5-7. 42's the mark.
Now Wentz. And my goodness, another interception. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. It's a run with Akers. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And that's going to be caught, Dwayne Eskridge. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Empty.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Tight end right.
Now a play fake. Wentz. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
I'm coming for you. You mine. Sevens and Mike.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cowboys, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington.